So, what do you think about the longer school day?
I think it's good for the kids because it gives them more time to learn different things in school and socialize with the other kids. And then plus I think it's good because it gives their parents, also a lot of parents, it's hard for them to like pick them up at certain times or like to get daycare and stuff like that. So it's always a good thing.
How do you feel about the teachers union opposing the longer school day?
I think that it kind of sucks for the teachers because they are not like getting paid extra and they have to do a lot more work, but if it's what they really want to do, then it should be okay.
That it's going to be a hassle, but I guess it's just to help us, to better us in our education so that we can get like fully prepared for college, because that's what the intended goal is for us, is to go to college.
Do you like the idea?
Personally, no. I like getting out of school at 2:50.
I am in favor, but I think it was hurried too much, and that's why most of the schools didn't have a chance to give thought to it, except the few, 5 or 6 that have been approved. Wondering what the thought process was in terms of this extra 90 minutes. Are they going to extend math or science, or will they extend every single class? Is it going to be a uniform thing, or left to the teachers? Another issue I think is important. The children will be going to school.
My gauge on this is what I did when I was in school, and most of my days were only about 6.5 hours downstate, and I always felt they should be longer as I got to be older, got into high school. Now that I've been out a few years and I've had frequent occasion to look at our educational system, I'm all for it. What concerns me is the time it's taking to get there and that it's in too many hands of decision making. I came from a number of places in Illinois where there's only one people that made a decision, and that's the elected Board of Education. A mayor involving himself or herself or other people trying to make this decision, in my mind, is making it all take far too long. And it's not a business issue. It's a well-being of children issue, and no unionized portion of any business, teachers or not, should have a hand in what's right for children. It's not about the employees, it's about the kids. And we're seeing the same thing at the state level. Southern Illinois University, in fact, the faculty are talking about possibly going on strike. Well, where are the students in this? They pay a lot of money. I think they need to get this consolidated quickly. It needs to be out of the mayor's hands. It needs to be out of the teachers' union's hands. It should go back to the school board. They need to pass unanimously and move on.
Teachers have a lot on their hands. A lot of schools are dangerous now. And I personally wouldn't work for free for nobody's child. Teacher or not, they have lives and they have children, they have homes that they need to keep up with. You know, and they need to spend time with their family. But the teachers union, if it's correct, if they're saying get the program together first, then it's only fair. Get it together first, and politicians pushing something through. Nobody said they didn't want it. They just said they want to be paid, they want to get the program together. So what's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. If you don't know what you're doing, it's like going in the kitchen cooking and you don't know how to turn the stove on.
I think it's a great thing, you know, because it keeps kids off the street, it keeps them out of harm's way. For 90 more minutes, you know, they're in the classroom doing something productive that, you know, where they're not really exposed to, and it really depends on the neighborhood too, because in some neighborhoods, you know, they're in danger, in harm's way. You know, the teachers need to be more responsible to the students and to the community. After school is probably one of the most active times where drug dealers are out. You know, there's a lot of crime going on. So that 90 minutes is not going to hurt anybody. The teachers need to be more responsible.
Right.
You know, if they got issues about working 90 more minutes a day, then they need to look around and see, you know, what's happening, because students are not in school longer.
I think that there's no reason why we shouldn't have a longer school day. We have the shortest school day of any public school system in the United States, and I think it shows in the quality of our education that our kids aren't in school long enough to get the kind of education they deserve and they require to be successful in today's society. So, given all things considered, that teachers have to spend more time in school, that administrators have to plan longer, that students have to sit there longer and actually learn more, I don't see any reason why we can't invest in our youth in a way that will help them be able to be successful on into adulthood.
They're spending money that they don't have.
Okay.
They're trying to justify that your child needs to be in school longer to be educated. Your child don't have to be in school longer to be educated. Use the money that you have to educate these kids.
All right, I understand. Do you have any kids that go to any club?
Yes, I do. I have one daughter that goes to that's in high school, and I have 4 grandkids that's in grammar school. So I have a right to be concerned about.